Good morning. It is day 44 on the PCT, and I am enjoying the sunrise from the mountaintop. Slept pretty good last night, and we've got about 20 miles to Hiker Town, so hopefully I can make it before my feet fall off. So let's go see what we can see. Sawmill Campground, and this place was really nice. Pit toilet has paper and hand sanitizer. There's bear boxes at every site, picnic tables, lots of nice shady trees, just really beautiful. I walked through here last time to go get water at the last source, but didn't stay here. Glad I had the opportunity to stay here this time. Look at this old stump. Pieces of himself falling on the ground, all cavitied out, and still putting out leaves. Super cool. This little spur trail back to the PCT is so pretty and green. I'm really looking forward to getting done with the desert, so this becomes the norm instead of the special. They've been doing a lot of work in this area with replanting trees, and you see all these little circles of bare earth with a single pine like right in the middle. I remember when I came through here last year, they had like racks and racks of different kinds of baby trees stored up at the campground ready for planting. Pretty nice view of the Mojave, although it is a little hazy, so you can't really see the windmills and stuff. But right, that road right there, I believe that's where the aqueduct starts, like right there. Oh, sorry, that didn't work. Yeah, so there's Hiker Town, I believe, and that's about 19 or 20 miles down trail. Looks so close, but yet so far. I passed the 500-mile mark today, but somehow the videos that I took of the occasion disappeared on me. I'm sure it was operator error on my part, but yay me, 500 miles. Been pretty hot last mile or so, but found a nice shady spot at mile 501.6 with a campsite, and I'm gonna have a quick snack and take my legs off my pants because it is getting sweaty. So there's a water tank right there that's just kind of open to the sky, and the far out comment says it has some good water and not too many floaters. And there's another one where they're called guzzlers, and it's basically just a slanted piece of metal roofing that dumps into a tank and catches rainwater. And that one reportedly has floating dead mice in it. I love the fog down in the valleys when I'm up here, although someone told me that it's an inverted cloud, which is not really the same as fog. Plus, I'm at 5,700 feet, so, I mean, I just might be looking down at the top of the clouds. Hello, Mr. Rattlesnake. Laying right across the trail. And you don't really seem all that inclined to move on. And, well, nowhere for me to go here. A handsome fella, though. Let me see if I can move him along here. I just kicked a little dirt at him and he rattled at me and then moved on his way. This is where I camped last time. The water's good, but the spring is down a very, very steep hill. And I'm glad that I have enough right now that I don't have to go down there and get it. And not a terrible place for lunch, even though it's just a little bit of a shady spot right next to the trail. Yesterday my right shoe tore out right here. Luckily I have a new pair waiting for me in Tehachapi, but that's about 60 miles up the trail, so I hope these will hold out. Otherwise I'm going to be duct taping my feet together. There wasn't much water left at the last water source 8 miles out from Hikertown, but there was a comment on Fire Out that said turn left at the road and walk down a couple 100 feet, and it picks back up right here. And someone even stuck a pipe in here to make it nice and easy to collect. Yeah, it's only like 3 miles to Hikertown, but this was a pretty sweet spot to take a break under this big pine. One of the few big trees along this section. So close to Hikertown, just right down there. Alright, I made it to Hikertown. I'm going to get my resupply package and maybe think about a shower. Hikertown is kind of fun with all the little buildings. I did stay in one last time, but it turned out to be a bad decision just because it was so hot. So Miss Lori sent me a resupply package with, you know, the food I need for the next section. But I also got, under warranty, a new food bag from Hilltop Packs. And the other one, you can see the inner lining has started to flake off. Now it was my bag from 23, but I hadn't used it since then, so they went ahead and replaced it, and that was very cool of them. Ms. Lori sent me way too much food for 2.5 days, but she also sent me her CNOC that she's not using anymore because mine has that little hole in it. And I got a new tripod to replace my broken one. I got a new toothbrush, and I got some different battery packs that I think will work better for me. So I'm blessed right now. Well, this looks pretty good. I have not had one of these in a while. And Ms. Lowry sent me a special treat for dessert. Thank you, Ms. Lowry. There were a lot of hikers there hanging out when I first showed up, but they started trickling out as the sun started going down. Unfortunately for me, the shower had been broken and there was no hot water, but they did have a hose in the stall, so I was still able to grab a quick cold shower. I set up in the corner in the back and fell asleep pretty quick, trying to get up early the next day, which I in fact failed to do. Sorry I didn't get more actual video footage from Hikertown. Seems to be a failing of mine when I get to places like that. So thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all.